are streaming now. All right, 2 days in a row. I was feeling really good earlier. Got a lot more energy today. Now I'm getting I'm getting tired. But anyway, we'll try to do something before I run out of steam. Today okay, so here's my goal is I'm thinking I want to be able to write blog entries that explore the thing I'm sort of like wanting to make a video about. So maybe I'll do a stream where I write a blog entry. Yeah, that'll be boring, but I'll say it's a blog entry stream so you'll know not to watch if you're not interested. And then I will have like a video that I make or a stream I make that's like basically after I wrote the blog entry. So I already figured it out. So if it's on like Nick's Flakes or something and how to set it up, I'll make the blog entry and then I'll just like kind of go over it on a video. And then maybe if I have enough of these, eventually it could turn into a book or something like that. So that is the idea. Let's make sure that this is working here. Oh, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. What is it? All right. So, when setting up a blog thing, why does it say learning Haskell programming here? We're not doing Haskell. I don't get it. Anyway, when setting up a blog thing, I guess this is how I was thinking about it. Like, you can either go for a service, but I don't really want to pay and be like dependent on a service. Um, and then if you do it yourself, there's kind of like what, how do you want to type it? A friend of mine wants to use just HTML, so she's going to use like Super HTML or something like that. Other people want Markdown. Everyone has their own thing. I think I'm happiest with Markdown, so I wanted something that would like take Markdown. And then you have like, is it a server like that actually like dynamically renders and runs stuff, or is it a static site generator? The static site generator feels like kind of cooler to me. Like it sounds like it's what the cool kids would kind of do. It makes a lot of sense. Like you just end up with HTML and then you can like post it. Um, but I don't think that's what I maybe really need because like some of the nice things about blogs is like being able to search them, whatever, do things. And maybe it's nice to have a server there. So I looked at the Elixir ecosystem and there's something called NimblePublisher. I think Jose Valim wrote it. So I want to check it out. Today, I'm just going to try to install it locally and see if it works. I am definitely not like, even though I know Elixir, I don't know Phoenix that well. Maybe there's not that much to know, like I know there's like routes and like all of these things, but like it's not like I ever use it at any frequency, so I forget everything. So we'll see how complicated it gets. Hey Eric, how are you? How's your stream going? What are you up to these days? All right, so let's get this going here. Here is NimblePublisher. This is the GitHub for it. Um, so what does it say? Let's just, I guess, oh, there's online documentation too. I don't think we need to look here right now. So let's just read it. It's a minimal file system based publishing engine with markdown support and code highlighting. And I think since I'm going to be writing mostly code, that code highlighting is important. The example above will get all articles in a given directory. Um, Call article build for each article, passing the file name, the metadata, and the article body, and define a module named articles with all built articles returned by the article build function. Wow, this doesn't sound very like nice coming into it. It's not like, hey, gentle thing. It's like, here is a function you call. All right, so here's like a macro. Build article. Um, from app directory. So I guess the from needs a list of all the articles as articles. Okay, hopefully this will make more sense later. Call article build for each of the articles, and we'll see what article build actually does, but it probably parses the markdown file. Setting up a static blog publisher is on my to-do list. Yeah, I know, but I'm not even doing static, so I'm kind of failing already. For each passing the file name, the metadata. Where's the metadata? I guess maybe this is the metadata. In each article in the articles directory must have the format. So it has like this stuff in the top. This is a map in Elixir. So it's a map with certain keywords. And then after the map, it just has regular, I guess, like markdown. Yeah, this is markdown. And then we have code support within the markdown. All right, so now it tells us what? The name of the module that will build each entry. Right, so this is giving us the article module. So there's something called article. Uh, from a wild card pattern, where to find all entries. Files with the .md or markdown will be converted to HTML with earmark. Earmark, I think, is an Elixir markdown library. So that was the from. So here's from. Where to find all entries. Okay. As the name of the module attribute to store all built entries. Highlighters. Which code highlighters to use? NimblePublisher uses makeup for syntax highlighting, and you will need to add its .css classes. You can generate the CSS classes by calling makeup.stylesheet vim style makeup. All right, I don't know what that is. This is starting to sound like work. Earmark options, parser, HTML converter. All right, let's see a complete example. First, add NimblePublisher with the desired highlighters as a dependency. So let's make a new project, mix new, um, I'll just call it my pub. So now we have a new project called my pub, and we will make this a git thing so that it doesn't complain. I think we want all of that. Okay, Eric. I've been slow to get back to live streaming, working on extending the HyperCard script editor to add crude IntelliSense to support code completion and linter functions. Wow, that's like deep in the weeds, huh? How's that going? That's great stuff. All right, so now we're going to um, add NimblePublisher into this dependency. So we go into mix.exs and we can remove these here, and we're going to copy these ones here. All right, so this will add NimblePublisher, makeup Elixir, and makeup Erlang. So each post stays in the posts directory with the format post year month day in this example. All right. Post directory. A typical blog post will look like this. So here's the file name, post, and it has the year, the month, the day, and then this is the ID, hello world. Then it has these tags here, and then here's the post. Therefore, we'll need a post struct that expects all the fields above. We will also have a date field that we build from the file name. Overall, it will look like this. Aha. mypub.blog.post. I think if I do this, it'll work. Let's just make sure this actually compiles. First, we have to get the dependencies. Have no more coffee. Life is pretty sad. All right, so it compiled this. And what did I call my file? Post.ex? My pub. This is the problem, like, I kind of fucked it up. All right. Let me move my pub to my underscore pub. I think that's what Elixir likes. Anyway, my pub blog dot post dot foo, right? This works. Okay, so we're in here, and we're going to need to have certain keys in here, so we're going to make them. Def struct just makes the object. Basically, here are the keys to the object. They said we need ID, author, title, body, description, tags, and a date. So all of these tags are in there. And we're going to make a build function that takes a file name, attributes, and a body. I don't know what these things are. Let's see, what is a file name here? File name. Here. Goes into path.rootName, so it's probably just a string. I see, we're just splitting up the file name here. So we have the year, the month, the day, month, day, ID. And so we're taking file name, then we're like passing that into path.rootName, and then we are going to split it. Maybe we can like log this for now just to see. All right, let's see how this works. Attributes body. We're not using that yet, right? Can't save. Fuck. This is supposed to save it into libmypub blog post.ex. There we go. So this is going to look like this, right? Month, day ID, and year. But then what about slash posts? Oh, maybe that's what root name does. Okay, so that's what root name does. It drops the .md, and then I do path.split. I see it's going to give me slash post, but that's not going to fit this. So before we call it, it'll probably drop the posts. Okay. Well, we'll continue. We don't need this. And now we're going to split the file name part. Month, date. We should probably put like an example here. Um, host file name looks like that. So we have month, day, and then the ID. And then we're going to split that from, what is it, string dot split, and we're going to pass in this month day ID that we got earlier. And the variable that the pattern we split on is the hyphen, because that's what these guys have. Let's look up, so we're looking at string. Maybe I don't want this. I do functions, and then in here is going to be split. Here it is. Okay, so split, there's two splits. There's this really simple split that only takes the string. And then pattern, maybe a string, list of strings, blah, blah, blah. So we're only going to give it one string. Control through parts. Parts. The string is split into at most as many parts as this option specifies. So this is saying we only want 3 parts. And for those of you that were watching yesterday, this is a keyword list. This basically is optional stuff at the end of a function. And yeah, so when you write this function, it kind of gets it as a list of tuples that are key value pairs. Right, so this is why hello world won't get split up, because it's only going to return us 3 parts maximum. And then date, we're just going to create a date. We put our year in here. We put our month in here. And we put our day in here. Okay. And now it looks like, what is this line doing? It's creating a struct with ID, date, body, and then the various attributes. So it's just merging the attributes that were passed in into this struct. This thing here is just referring to our current module. So this is going to make this struct here, this stuff here, this struct post struct, because that's the module. And it's going to have the stuff that we already grabbed. Yeah, here's the ID. So we have the ID here. We have the date here that we just constructed. Body, where's the body coming from? That's a parameter to the main function. And now the plus plus is a concatenation map to list. And I bet this is just taking attributes. Is that what it was? Yeah. There we go. And since it's the last line, that's the struct we're going to return. So yeah, I think we have that. Let's see if this compiles now. Good. Um, Now we're ready to define our blog with NimblePublisher. So this was the little snippet of code that we had in the very beginning here. So I guess like blog is sort of our main our main main module. Okay, so we have a blog now. Let's make sure we can define a function and that it works. Hello? That's so weird. Did you see it said it was modified, didn't save, and now it says it's saved? Totally weird. All right, anyway, let me make sure that I can run my blog here. Oh, I'm in the wrong directory. So let's see, what was it called? mypub.blog.foo. Yep. All right. So we can access this module and we're going to alias myapp.blog.post. All this means is that I can just type in post instead of like the fully qualified thing. Now we're going to use NimblePublisher. And we're going to pass a whole bunch of parameters. This is when we want to use the macro system. Application.appter. So I guess my posts are going to be in priv. All right. As posts, highlighters. This is a bit of like boilerplate, isn't it? The post variable is first defined by NimblePubs. Let's further modify it by sorting all posts by descending date. I'm not sure I get this because this is defining posts here, but we're using posts. So does it mean, not sure I get it. All right, so now we're making our tag. Um, Finally export them. So here we're just making functions that return these values. All posts is a function. It takes no parameters and it returns our local posts. This is the same as typing all tags, like, you know, you can still kind of make it look like a function and just return tags. This is the same thing. Avoid injecting the post attribute to multiple functions as each call will make a complete copy of all posts. For example, if you want to define recent posts as well as all, don't do this. Don't use posts twice. Instead, do this. All posts. I see. Because this post is going to be a new copy. It's going to be inlined. It's not a reference. Because it's a macro. Hi. Hi, plush plush. All right, so something's not happy here. Unknown application mypub. Isn't that what I called it? Damn it. It's mypub. Fuck. I hate, like, every time I switch languages, I get into this problem. Should I fix it now? Maybe I should fix it now. Okay, let's try to do some surgery. Move my pub. My pub. Because Elixir wants, like, it turns spaces into, like, capital letters, the word after it. So now, I don't think we have any references in here for my pub, right? Oh, I think this will work. And now when we go into lib, move my pub to mypub.ex. My Reddit thread? What Reddit thread? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Unknown application mypub. Blog.ex. Oh, where'd I put it? Where am I not seeing it? Here it is. All right, now we're fixed. I asked about it? Are you sure it was me? I don't think that was me. I didn't know about it 2 years ago, honestly. All right, so now we've compiled. Where are we at? We have something called blog now. It should work. You may want to define other helpers. Well, who cares about that? You can also, I don't care about any of that. All right, so now, shit, like, how do I run this? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we needed to do Phoenix New because it's a Phoenix app. Let me, this is such a pain. We will just do mix phoenix.new and we will call it my pub again. This is telling it we don't need a database. And now we can bring back our same code. Copy my pub lib. My pub old. Lib into my pub lib. This should work, right? Oops. It put lib inside of here. That's not what I wanted. Is this what I want to say then? Yeah, I made a blog. But I don't see my pub in here. Oh, I think this worked. It's alright. Don't worry about it. So we have this code already. We have this. So we should make some posts. We'll make like some really short posts. Oops. Why did this not work? Because my mix.ex didn't get copied. this. Okay. Can we agree that this documentation was not the clearest possible? All right, so now we need to go into priv. We make, where did I see it before? It was like, yeah, here, priv. We're going to make a post directory. And then we're going to make a year. Then we do 2020, then we do month day. So today's month is 12. Day is 24. This is American style. Merry Xmas. .md. So the ID is Merry Xmas. Oops, I didn't want to make directory. I make a file here. And I think the beginning needed to have a map. And then it was like this, and it had body here. Let's put something nice here. Here it is. We need to give it some keys. Title, holiday greetings. Author, Elise. Either too little L's or too many L's. And then tags. I don't think the tags really matter. Description. First. List. 1, 2, 3. Elixir. Just to make sure I can do code highlighting. All right, so here's one file. We'll make, let's make a new one. That is like the day before. And this will just be before. Okay, so now we have two files just to make sure we did it right. Oh, notice that this has 3 lines. I did it wrong. 3 hyphens. Okay. So now we have all of that. So now I should be able to do this. Let's see. Where are we? We're here. undefined function my app. Okay, it shouldn't be called my app. Blog.ex. Why is there an agent.md? Is that something that just gets made now? I guess Phoenix just makes this now. Jesus, that's kind of scary, right? Like, that's kind of scary. It should be alias my pub. All right, no right, no match right hand side. Blog.ex. Build 3 post.ex line 10. Yeah, the problem here is that we're getting called file name, and file name has the whole thing. Yeah, it looks like we were missing this take -2 code. Let's see if did I just not see it, or did the Elixir code not have it either? Let's see. Ah, yeah, I just didn't have it here. I was confused how this was supposed to work because remember we were looking at it and it was like we're going to have all the other stuff in our code, like the path name, right? So this is just going to take the last two elements. This makes more sense. There we go. That's much happier. And now I can run my pub dot blog dot all posts, I think. There we go. And now we have a list you can see, and we have two posts. Merry Christmas and before. Cool. Awesome. And we can also have all tags. And it's only hello. We can make other functions like recent posts. Yeah, I don't care about that right now. Serving your now that we have a great way to get all our posts and tags, serving them just means wiring up routes, controllers, views, and templates. So this goes into my lib, my pub router. Here we go. So here's our scope. Get slash get blog. We're going to pass this to the blog controller. And that'll be like the top level blog. And then we also have blog with an ID parameter. All right. So now we have those two routes, but we don't have blog controller. So now we have to make the blog controller. We're going to make a new module called mypub/mypubweb dot blog controller, and this goes into lib slash mypubweb slash controllers blog controller dot, oops, no, that's not how you write it. Blog controller.ex. All right, good. So now we have blog controller now. And what's this guy gonna do? He has the index function, which, if you remember, we were looking at over here. This is the index function, and here's the show function over here. So index is going to render index.html. Post is going to be set up as all posts get post by ID. I don't think we wrote this function, did we? So we're gonna let's just hook up index for now because we're kind of lazy. Right? We'll just make the index work. All right, so we have to use my pub web controller alias my pub dot blog. I don't really know why I need to do that. I mean, it's not that long. Def index, we're describing the function now. We don't care about the parameters. Oh my god, this is like getting so hard. We call render connection index.html. Posts is blog dot. Why is it not finding this? Is something wrong? Like I did something wrong. Anyway, it seems happy, but I don't get why it can't find this. All posts. My pub blog. My pub blog. This should work. No idea what's going on here. Let's try to compile this and see what happens. Okay, well, I guess here it's fine. All right, so now we need to, this is the HTML view template. All right, why is there so much stuff here? I was hoping it would be easier. Okay, so we made the route, we made the controller. Now we need to make a view. And this goes into lib, my pub, controllers. Come on, guys. Controllers, my pub web. Controllers, blog, HTML.ex. All right, so we've created the view. And now we make the final template. The final countdown. And this one lists all the posts. We don't need to show this one yet. So we just got one more thing to do, guys. Just one more, I hope. Ah la la. H1. All posts. And this goes into lib. My pub web. Controllers. Blog HTML. Index.html.hex. I don't know. Okay. And then I'm just going to copy this because it's a lot of code. You can see here that it's running this for loop in Elixir. It's a list comprehension. It's taking the all posts and making a post. So it's doing a for each here. And then it's going to iterate here where it grabs the post ID and stuff like that. So let's see. So now what? Can I just run this now? Fire up the browser. Let's see what, let's try to compile first, see if this compiles. No route for post ID. Ah, that's because I didn't make that one. Where is it? Here. So we'll just show the post title instead of making it a link. There we go. And now I can run Phoenix. All right. Oh, no index template found. I thought that was going to happen. So the problem I see here is we when we put index here, I wonder where it's getting it from. So this goes into the blog controller. Index.html. This is the blog HTML. Here's the template. Controllers blog HTML index.html heeks. Damn it. I wonder. I don't know Livewire well enough. God damn, LiveView well enough. Oh, wait. How come that time? No, I have to click on it for it to error out. No index HTML template defined for blog HTML. The module does not exist. My pub web blog HTML. Maybe I made that file wrong. Oh, maybe this should be my pub web, no? Yeah. Hey, there we go. Am I using Windows with Whizzle? Yes. Merry Christmas. It's so annoying. I know. I have another computer that's native NixOS, and I need to get that working right, so that I can stream from it. I gotta switch from it because it's actually a laptop that's more powerful than my desktop, but I just need to switch over to it and install it here and everything. But guys, we have our blog shit working. I really need to review the whole like live view where it does like the render and template stuff. Maybe make like a cheat sheet. I think I made a cheat sheet earlier, maybe. Let's see. Um, where is the gist site? Uh, why do I have something called Not All Men? What is that about? Um, Docker, Nerves, Elixir. I thought I did one for live view. Phoenix. That's not much. No, maybe I did one earlier. Guess I don't see it. No, this is the Elixir source code. All right. Well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna go eat. But God, that was a little bit annoying. I really think like, how do I feel about this? I guess like I kind of expected that getting started to write a blog thing wouldn't be so much like coding. Like this is kind of bare bones, you know? It's a lot of it's like these are functions and libraries that'll help you get going. Um, and really you're going to end up building like you saw this like the site where it was just like localhost 4000. Is it still running? No, it's not running anymore, right? But what was it? What was the link? Blog? There it is. This is going to take a shit ton of work before this is going to look like a blog site, right? I'm going to end up having to write a whole bunch of HTML and CSS that I know nothing about. So, and that's not my strength. I know nothing. I know so little about like web design. So I'm kind of like a little bit concerned now about using NimblePublisher. It does seem to give you so much flexibility because it gives you so little. Like it's going to give you like functions that let you get your articles. But maybe that's okay. Maybe it's basically like my articles can be really basic HTML and then I won't need to write a whole lot of CSS or anything. I'm going to think about this more, but thanks for hanging out with me. And I will chat with you guys later. Have good holidays. Stay warm. Thanks. Bye. You too. Enjoy your evening. Bye bye.